All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yes, all right. Let's get it.
Scotch, bourbon, and rye, yeah, we on that whiskey. Wanna discuss an array of topics, conversation simply. Gonna drop your whiskey bars with the sip hitting for. Could you pass it? You want more? Another glass, let it flow. Steady pour. Steady pour. Yeah, a steady pour. A steady pour of growing, a steady pour of sharing, a steady pour of knowing. Now pass that Glen Carry. So pull up a chair, grab a glass, and enjoy a melanin-infused perspective with a whiskey twist. Yeah, yeah, a steady pour.
Yeah, pull up that chair.
We pulled them up. We pulled up.
Pull up.
We pulled up.
Pull that chair up.
Welcome to a
ready.
Steady Pull podcast. I'm your poor coach Drew, Calvin,
Tony, what's up?
Daddius, what it do?
and we are your co-hosts. True story.
True story.
Real talk.
Facts. And with that said, so we're here with another whiskey review, and we have two bottles in front of us.
Ooh, them things.
True Story, Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Shout out to them.
Is that what they actually call Volume 1 and Volume 2?
That's what I'm reading right here. True Story, Volume 1
Yeah.
and True Story, Volume 2.
Oh, nice.
You need to read up, Cal.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
It's a
Perspiration.
bourbon and a rye. This is
I like the bottles, man. It's
These
cool
bottles
design.
look dope.
those are nice
Right?
bottles.
I mean,
actually.
Very
it
unique.
definitely will stand out.
Absolutely.
You see those on the shelf, you'd be like, what is
What is-
that?
right? And even with the matte finish, I like.
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
And how appropriate it's their
bourbon?
tagline, pull up a chair.
Right.
Perfect.
I
Perfect.
swear they
Raise
raised
a
it just
glass.
for us.
They were made for
I was
steady
like,
pour.
oh, did they
Are they day one?
Hold on.
pull up a chair?
Grab a glass.
They've been following us since
I feel like they got that from us. I'm claiming it. Claiming it.
We rock with it, though, for sure. We rock with it.
So what do we know about True Story? This is a new brand, right?
New brand, yep. Coming from the Angels Envy co-founder, Wes Henderson.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I guess his family. So this is a new brand they're putting up. Couple of details on it. It's finished in white muscatel casks.
Muscatel.
Muscatel.
Have you ever
I
had that?
believe that's a wine, but it says it's aged 5 to 6 years and finished in muscatel wine casks for 3 to 6 months. Interesting.
That's a new
Interesting
finish
question.
that's a new finish that I'm used to. I don't think we see that often.
No,
Anybody tried
I'm trying to think. I don't think
Muscatel?
we've tried anything in that specific wine finish that I
definitely
can
not.
remember.
And I've never
I never
had
even
that
heard of that
wine.
Right.
Muscatel.
So
So that's the bourbon.
yep.
We're
Should we
definitely
give the rye
probably
as well?
pronouncing that wrong.
Muscatel.
Like I feel like we're absolutely pronouncing that wrong.
You gotta chat
Right.
GPT this.
But go ahead.
So the rye is wild.
Okay.
It's a blend of straight rye whiskeys finished in Amburana and sherry casks.
Amburana.
Amburana.
That's not wild. That's,
Yeah.
That's not super
So-
wild.
Muscatel is wild.
So it
That-
says
Right.
so it says it's initially aged in for 5 to 8 years, and then it's
Okay.
finished in Amburana and sherry casks for 2 to 12 months.
like
For
that. Like
2
that.
to 12 months.
2 to 12
That's
months.
a wide
Yeah.
range.
Yeah, I don't know how they.
Now is like 1 in 2 and the other one in for 12, or is it just overall?
What do you mean in the ryes?
Well,
It's
because
just the rye.
It's a mix, right?
right, but those are two different casts.
Oh, I see what you're
You know
saying.
what I mean? And it says from
Yeah.
2 to 12.
That's true.
So that's a lot
Yeah,
of variation
it's a lot of
in
variance,
there.
Yeah,
Could make for
But
the unique.
I'm
All
not
right,
sure.
Interesting.
I'm just interested because we've tried some Amburana. It's a strong
It is.
finish.
It
So I'm
is.
wondering how that's gonna pair
either
with
overpower-
sherry, which can also kind of be a
Kind of a strong,
kind
but
of
a different,
strong,
a different strong.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's
I'm interested.
it's almost not quite. It's almost sweet and savory, like a
Yeah.
chocolate covered pretzel.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I feel like it's either gonna really work or really
Or
not.
really not. Yeah.
I mean, what's their track record with the blending here? Because this sounds like some barrel spirits type mixture, right? 'Cause don't they get with all the blending going on? They
Barrel.
blend a
Yeah,
lot
they-
of stuff
They
together.
do some
so
blending. Yeah,
I feel like you taking some risks here.
You gotta
Yeah.
take risks to get results sometimes.
Well, that's true.
It makes them stand out.
I guess that's the good part about blending is the risk is mitigated a little bit because you can do it in a smaller. You can do
Right.
it in a smaller quantity just to see how it works out, and then if it works out, you can scale it up.
Yeah, no, I understand that. There must have been a lot of trial and error with this.
Right, probably.
I feel like there was a bunch of trial and error.
So, yeah, let's try the bourbon out, man. See what we
All
got.
right.
Dive in.
And this is what was the proof on this one again, Darius?
90. Bourbon
90. Wow,
even
okay.
90.
Calibrate.
So you got lower down.
Calibrate.
Recalibrating.
That is a really interesting nose.
Whoa.
Like it's kind of lovely. I kind of like it. It's kind of
Very savory. Very inviting.
Maybe that's that Muscatel finish that we're not used to,
it might be.
Who wants to go on the aroma first?
All right, I'll go.
All right, go ahead, Cal.
There's this soft fruity note that I'm pretty sure is the wine. Remember a while back you were like you prefer sour grapes.
I was just thinking about that.
I do.
I'm kind of getting a sour grapey kind of vibe.
Now that you mentioned it, yeah, for
That's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah, that is
You know
crazy.
what I mean?
I love
But
sour grapes.
but
Just
don't
reiterating.
judge me. But go ahead.
and normally I would say to sour grapes, but this is kind of inviting. It's not an offensive sour grape.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. But it's almost refreshing with its grapiness. You know what I mean? It's not a very strong. How do you say strong yet prominent at the same time, right? Like it stands out, but it doesn't beat you in the face.
Okay.
I agree.
Tony, you want to go?
Sure. So I'm getting a little bit of that. There's definitely some fruit notes. I can't pinpoint what exactly those fruit points are. I guess it has to do with that
Pear.
pear. Okay.
I'm getting pear.
Pear, yeah.
That's the fruit I was
Okay,
looking for.
all right.
Sorry. Go
So
ahead.
less of grape, more pear.
Yes.
Okay. I'm also getting kind of which I've gotten some other things, which it can be good or bad, but kind of like a medicinal kind of nose on it a little bit.
Okay.
Just kind of towards it's just within that mix. There's kind of like a chalky medicinal acetone-ish type thing going on. Not as pronounced as I've had on other stuff, but it's definitely there.
When you said chalky, I kind of got that chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. When you said grapes, I was definitely looking for that grapes, but I think what I'm getting on here is like a green apple Jolly Rancher.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like
Okay.
I'm getting that kind of like that sour, but that sweet kind of aroma there.
Okay.
So not really grape, even though I was looking for that. Like I love my sour grapes, but no, that green apple right there brought me back to my high school days.
Okay. I definitely see that.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that fruit aroma is very, very strong for me on here. It is very savory. It's very, very inviting, and I'm thoroughly enjoying that.
Okay. For me, the aroma is both sharp and like aromatic. Like it's as if it's like circling around your nose. When you come, it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like when you go right in to smell it, it's literally just like hovering around and sharp at the same time. It's kind of weird. I would think it would be one or the other, where it's like an acute smell where you're getting those notes, and then another where it's like it feels like I'm entering a fog of
that smell.
but then, you know, I do get the sourness that you guys are referring to. But there's a note there that I've been trying to think about. What is that's sticking out? And it's almost like, and Tony, you came close to what I was trying to describe. It's more on the candy side, but it's like the chalkiness that can be within the candy and a chocolate. There's, it's almost like
Like a taffy?
the closest thing I can come to thinking about a milk dud, and in the shell there's like this white chalkiness in there.
Yeah.
Like that note, I think it's sort of like really sticking out to me on top of the sourness, and just the experience. It's just so I want to say because of the aroma that's circling around. I wanted to say it smells hot, but
90 proof.
I don't. I'm just that experience makes me think. Is it because it's hot? I don't know.
Yeah.
This again.
Right.
This is just on the aroma.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's try it out.
Yeah.
Would you guys say it follows through on the nose?
For me, it does.
Yeah.
Cause I do get the hotness too. But for me, it follows through on that Jolly Rancher green apple to me. Like that initial burst. For me, it was all that. That's all I got was that green apple, which was nice. But then it gets kind of hot towards the back end. I think to Drew's point, how he was saying how the aroma was kind of like all over there. Now I'm getting that for a 90 proof. Yeah, it's a little bit hot on the back end. But yeah, that's what I got right now.
I think so. I'm getting more of the earth, getting a little bit more of the grass, more of that like lemongrass kind of taste. It's very like light on the viscosity. Like it doesn't really like coat. It doesn't have that butteriness to it. I'm definitely getting that sour apple-y kind of vibe in there. It's not bad. It definitely drinks hotter than 90 proof, in my opinion. But it's not bad.
Yeah. I'll go. I think it does follow through on the taste in the sense that I do get some of those sour notes. I get some of the oak. And what's left on the finish, though, is like heat. There's a lot of there is flavor there, then it goes away quickly for and that's kind of I guess what you would expect somewhat of a 90 proof, but you're left with heat, or should I say like a simmer.
It almost gives me that wine back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
What about you, Tom?
Yeah, similar to what you guys are saying. I mean, I wasn't really getting the Jolly Rancher green apple thing like Darius was saying on the nose. On the palate, I'm getting it. It's like it's there. So that's a big note. Also the oak. I agree with Cal also on the lemongrass kind of vibe, almost like an herbal thing again that I've gotten some other things. But I agree with Drew that the finish is a little lacking. Like it just kind of goes out on a burn. And kind of similar how I was getting the medicinal chalky notes on the nose. That's where I'm getting it back. Is coming in on that finish is the heat and that lingering note. So I wish it lingered out on something else.
Right.
But it's not bad.
No. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I'd almost be willing to see what this particular cast tasted with other stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how much of a pour, Darius? How much of a pour are you giving this?
Man, I feel like not mad at it, but I do want to alter it to see what it could taste like with some more alterations. So with that being said, I'm probably gonna go to 2.75.
Okay.
Like I'm not mad at it. I like that green apple taste. That the aroma was nice. It did follow through in the taste initially, but like everyone kind of agreed to, it didn't last that long, and it was just followed by heat. So I want that flavor to last longer, maybe more air, maybe a drop of water. But yeah, 2.75 for me.
Okay. Tone, what about you?
I'm with Darius, man. 2.75. I don't think that any of us are saying we strongly dislike it. I just think it's, it's just a different finish than any other wine finishes I've had. And I'm wondering if it's that type of wine. I'm just, I should know more about wine, being where I grew up, but I don't. But it's just kind of, it leaves it lacking a little bit for me. And I don't know if the pairing with the bourbon and that particular finish, just the way it's happened here is right for me, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see where they go from here. Like if they do another blend, maybe with a different type of wine, or try different ages or something. I'm a little mad at it.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you guys. I'm going to give it a 2.75 as well. I'm a little mad at it, but I do appreciate the uniqueness of it. The flavor that is there, at least initially, and then again, I'm a person that likes to journey. Doesn't have much of a journey there, so and the finish leaves you more to be desired. So 2.75 sounds about right.
I think I'm gonna go with a 2.5.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I just so two things kind of stand out for me. One, I was hoping to get a little bit more of that pear on the palate that I got on the nose. I think that would have really tasted kind of delicious, and I didn't get really any of that pear. And then on top of that, so I was already disappointed with that, and then on top of that, you get this heat that just kind of it lingers on. That was just back to back disappointments for me. So if I'm being honest, it's not bad. There's nothing necessarily horrible. You know what I mean? I'm not this isn't great. It's kind of tasty. It's just a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Especially compared to the nose.
Yeah. I would say it's a good start.
It is a nice start.
I think it's a solid.
It is a nice start, and I would really like to see where this particular cast kind of goes.
Right.
I think it has potential. I just don't think with this particular bourbon that was the way to go.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because a rye, if you tried it with a rye, it might be a little too much.
Yeah.
The ryes might be a little too strong compared to this flavor. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like what you
it's not
said.
bad.
It's a nice start
Yeah.
because I think that initial flavor was nice. So I like where they're going with it, and I hope they stick with it and just figure out how to master what they're trying to do with it. This might need some more, I don't know, aging or something else going on there. But
It's very close to being pretty delicious.
I know it is.
Just you know what I mean?
Almost.
Right. It's right there.
Okay. All right, let's move on to this rye.
Oh my god.
Of course you do.
That is clearly Amburana.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Where's the sherry?
It's not all it
Are
is.
you sure?
I
Hold on.
definitely get some cherry on it. I get some of that. I get some of the sherry, but it's not it's different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I definitely get that Amburana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That Amburana's I am here. What up?
I'm here.
As it typically does.
I feel like out of all the Amburana finish we tasted, this is the one that smelled the most like Amburana initially on the aroma.
Okay. That's a bold
Yeah,
statement.
I
feel
would
like
say that
it's
rare
a
character was pretty.
bold-
Well, that's a good point. I haven't had that in such a long time, so I don't
I
remember
know.
it. So it might have been, but I'm thinking about the barrel one that you liked a lot.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about
That's definitely
what else that we've tried, but that they were really kind of muted.
With the dark arts.
The dark arts,
right?
Amburana
Dark
too.
Arts was
Similar.
definitely a little muted.
Yeah.
I would say the barrel, it was super Amburana on the smell, and that kind of scared me a little bit. But on the palate, it was
Balanced.
subdued. Yeah, it was nice.
Even more than this one, you think, on the aroma?
Yes,
Oh wow.
not by a large margin, but I would say the barrel hit me Amburana bang, bang.
I don't remember that. I gotta try the barrel again.
Okay.
Anybody have
But
any?
there is still
notes?
a back end. There is a back end to this Amburana that's a little different. I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's slightly sweeter. But there is something.
Let's go for the taste.
All right. Okay.
I will go first, I guess. That is a lot more muted than I expected it to be based on the nose. I thought it was gonna be, super heavy on the Amburana, and not really getting much of the sherry casks. But I'm actually kind of feeling like it balances out to where the Amburana kind of is underplayed a little bit for me, which that's my favorite kind of Amburana finish. I don't want it to overtake everything.
Hold on, what's the proof on this?
100 even. Sometimes you gotta take chances to land on a winner. I don't know.
It's good, man.
Are you calling this a winner?
I don't know.
I feel like it's, you should go.
I feel like the marriage, just they use a word very, a lot. The marriage between the cherry cask and the Amburana.
Kind of nice.
It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. To Tony's point, it's not overbearing Amburana the way it smells. It just kind of infuses very nicely. Oof, infused.
Fellas,
Pull up a chair.
fellas, did you guys pack your bags? Because this is going on a little bit of a journey.
Here we go, folks.
I already know. Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead.
Whiskey dad jokes.
Go ahead.
For 100 proof, Drew?
Speak on it. Speak
For
on it.
100 proof.
100
You getting out of bed for this one?
Listen. You
This
know
is
what I mean? This got some flavor. This got a
some
journey to
flavor.
it.
Yeah.
It has some flavor. It takes you to different notes, and let me try to describe that for you. So you definitely get the Amburana, and then you get some sweetness. I get some of the fruitiness. I would say I was getting a little bit of cherry. I was getting like white chocolate. I was getting some of the oak, some of the rye spice was happening. Then it hit back on the fruit note, and then it was like, wait a minute,
I'm not done.
Amburana's still here.
I'm here.
It's still there. Like, so
I never go away.
it was like, okay, that was a journey, and I kind of like that.
Oh, this is good. I'm sorry. I was just still tasting it.
Yeah.
But I know. Go ahead, Kyle.
I mean, I feel you. I gotta go. I gotta make sure I understand.
You want some more?
It's definitely not overpowering on the Amburana.
Not at all.
It hits you with a little bit of the Amburana in the beginning, but that's, I think, largely due to the smell. And then to your point, Drew, it kind of goes away. And you start tasting all these other subtle but varied flavors that kind of come behind it, having a lot to do with the sherry, having a lot to do with some other sweetness that's in there, probably pertaining to the mash bill.
Yeah.
You get these subtle notes of spice kind of throughout it all.
No, definitely.
And then that Amburana kind of just like...
Hold on, you thought I was finished? Wait a minute. You thought I was finished?
But it doesn't even come in that strong.
It doesn't.
It doesn't even come in
just
that
like
strong. It's
high.
more of a whisper. Right. I'm still here. Oh, by the way, it's nice. It's really nice. I would of the two.
Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah,
only
yeah.
100 proof.
This is the winner.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's only 100 proof.
So here's the thing. The issue that I have with that. It's not really an issue. It's only 100 proof. I think it drinks above 100 proof, but not weirdly in a bad way.
Yeah.
Because normally I would say, oh, this is drinking hot for its proof, and that kind of takes away.
Correct.
Like the bourbon. No offense to the bourbon.
Kinda.
No offense to it.
Right. But, well, all offense to it. What, are you kidding me? Like, what are you talking about?
We
No
don't
offense to it. Shut up.
No offense. No.
But this is drinking. It's almost like it's drinking above its flavor class, and that's coming out in the heat. If that makes sense.
No, it does.
one
It
more.
does. Yeah, this is a tasty pour. So you ready
That
to
is
give?
pretty tasty.
You ready to give how much of a pour? Since you were right there, Cal. So how much of a pour are you giving us?
All right, I'm going with a 3.25.
Okay.
Interesting.
I was gonna say it's definitely a solid 3 because I'm definitely not mad at it, but because it gives you that journey, especially on such a a lower proof, that it warrants that extra little quarter.
Okay.
Tony, how much of a pour?
I'm around where Cal's at, but I think I'm gonna go just a touch higher. I'm gonna go 3.5.
Okay.
Definitely not mad at it. It shocked me, man. I just off of that nose, I was like, I'm just scarred on the Amburana now. I was like, it's gonna be too much. It's not the blend is not gonna work. They're blended together perfectly, a perfect marriage, like Darius said, man. They really did a good job on this blend. The only reason I'm not putting it higher than that is I just think with the Amburana, it's still kind of a dessert pour. Like, I don't know if I'm, going back for multiple pours of this. I think it's kind of a special occasion dessert. I just think the Amburana kind of warrants that in general from all the ones I've had.
At the very least, it's got to be the last pour.
Right, exactly, yeah. Because I mean, this less than others, than other Amburanas. I would say that about maybe like the Dark Arts one and a couple of the other ones we had too, where it's like your palate's not completely wrecked, but no, this is really solid. And I mean, for this to be the rye that they come out with out the gate, it's impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Darius.
I'll go back for you, Tone. I'll take him. I'll take more for you.
yeah,
I'll take your pours.
yeah. Okay.
I can't give it less than a 4 for me.
Ooh,
I want more of it. The fact that it's a rye too.
my God.
I forgot it was a rye. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that it is a rye. But for me, this is one of the better Amburana finishes that I've had. To Drew's point, it's a journey. It's a lot going on there, and I want more. I'm not just mad. I'm not mad at it. I want more. I want to get more right now. I didn't want to get more. I didn't want to interrupt you guys while you were talking your talk, and I'm seeing trying to get a bottle to pour, but I want more of it. So I'm gonna go even for me. I need more of that.
Wow. Okay.
Fair enough.
Nice.
So, the first thing that I noticed that stuck out was the journey. Well, the Amburana, yes.
Yeah.
But the journey. And, I said that with the journey, you're touching 4 ounces there. But
Uh-oh. It's only 100 proof. So
I don't-
2.5.
It's affected him.
You're kind of answering my... Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with it. I don't know if I want to give it quite a 4.
Okay.
But it's close. It is really close.
3.75.
This man, just give it a 4.
So I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
That's good.
I dig it.
I'll give it a 3.75.
All
I
right.
dig it.
Well, there you have it. Let us know if you guys have. Did you say that this is only available in like Kentucky or Tennessee or something like
Yeah,
that?
I believe so. I don't know because we've had these bottles for a little bit, so maybe now it's in market in more places. I'm not sure, but
I definitely haven't seen them anywhere.
yeah, I don't know that they're
right.
at least in Jersey. I haven't seen them anywhere.
I think I would notice the black and the white. On the
Yeah,
shelves
they
and-
do stand out.
They stink.
But check out the website, and maybe they have some distributors next to where you're at. And if you've tried it, definitely hit us up.
Hit us up. Let us
Yeah.
know what you thought in the comments. Let us know who you are more on the side of. You with Darius with the journey, and the rye, and like this is the best Amburana blend that you've had in a while, or are you more like was it Cal?
Yeah, me and Cal were
Tony
we were the same.
about the same. Yeah.
So that Amburana is still a little too much for you, and you're kind of
Dessert
tired
pour.
of people. Some people are tired of the Amburana, but I still think.
I mean, I'm not too super tired of it just as a concept yet. I just
Gotcha.
think that people are just kind of recognizing how strong it is and how to kind of use it a little more,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
a little less liberally.
Right.
let us know how you feel about the Amburana finishes and where this falls within that. So until next time, check out True Story, and we'll see you in the next episode. Steady pour. Deuces.
Peace.
Much love to y'all.
Well, that concludes this episode of a Steady Pour podcast. Make sure you